For our project, we built a harvester for the John Deere company. The constraints for our harvester have to be that it has to have an automatic separation process, has to be able to separate crops into certain containers, and have a 90% success rate.
The team had a couple ideas to make their harvester. For example, the chain can either have flaps to carry the marble in or shovel that gathers up all the marbles, but the group chose the flaps to have a more efficient robot. The second idea was either to have the cup move on an axle back and forth or have a box where it easily slides right in, and the group chose the box.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, so this is our code. It works by, first off, you start an tilt bump, which allows us to start the machine with a bump switch. Once that happens, we start all our motors, including our chain, our servo motor, and our wheels. Next, we have a big if statement thing here, and that allows us to read the marble. The light sensor picks up the light that goes through the marble and decides whether to flip the servo which way. And that once the servo flips, the marble slides down into the correct container. And then it'll flip back to the beginning and repeat the process with another if statement. If the light equals this, then it'll do something else. Alright, so this is our machine. It starts off with this button press here. This starts the machine, and this turns on and the wheels go and everything. This eats up your marbles. Eats up, I say. But, you know, it pulls it up the chain, and the marble gets caught in the flap, and as it turns, it pulls it up, and it will dump it down here and go to the next section there.
And then once it comes down here, it stops at the 3D piece that we printed and reads from the light sensor, and if it's light, it'll turn left, and if it's dark, it turns right, and goes into the according containers controlled by the servo motor. To stop the machine, you press this bump switch.
Better was we were having problems with the marbles flying up here, so to have something to go about here to make the marbles hit it and then slide right back down would help to prevent the marbles from shooting everywhere, and having a wall to make sure, just in case, that way the marbles didn't fall off on the side. And as for the sensor, it would be better if we had put it in a different placement so the light can hit it right and the marble would be covering it better. And